DM. It is the eighth day here of our first month of the ZABAL games, and I'm here to recap a newsletter that I shared yesterday. So this is going to be our recap of week one of the ZABAL games. So on January 1st, June 1st, we started the ZABAL games, and it was awesome. We got a lot of awesome individuals that wanted to participate, get involved. It was received very well. We were able to schedule two events on the first. So ultimately, it was really successful. But ultimately, what the Zabal Games is going to be June is a workshop month. July is an open build, and August is the finals. So ultimately, I want to get a bunch of people together, working agentically in a collaborative sense, and learn what the coordination with agentic solutions with multiple individuals as opposed to singular individuals, and how we can level up together here. So during these 3 months, the space is going to change. So we'll definitely have people updating different pieces. But all of this is going to be captured on the Zabal Games website for your agent of choice to be able to peruse. So the goal here is to get a bunch of workshops in. So this first week we had a bunch of awesome ones. We had your Berserker come on and talk for an hour. So we split it up into two different recordings. The first one being a little bit about what Empire Builder is and the different tools that they give you, like the AAA framework of Assemble, Affirm, Ascend. And in part two, we did a demo with your Berserker, which was super fun. It was a great opportunity to see a little bit of the tooling and then also make our own Zabal Games Empire. So we created that live, added a booster, and we could do more there. And I do intend to do more. But the goal here is with every workshop to also try and do a practical use case for the Zabal Games of this individual thing. So after that, at the end of day one, we chatted about the bonfire bot. So the bonfire bot is the Zabal bonfire bot that we have active on Telegram. But I'm curious. I'll see if I can pull up the knowledge graph here. But I had the amazing opportunity to meet Carlos and Joshua at East Boulder in February. And I was blessed to be able to get there through a creator house that Sven from Incented created, with an opportunity that I was sponsored to stay there through Artisan. So a lot of these awesome communities coming together. I was able to go out to Boulder, and Boulder had this tool, bonfires, throughout the 3 days there that anyone could leverage by talking to and adding to our shared data graph of the event. So an individual like me could go back right now and say, what are the top 3 things we learned from this event? And I think we can do that to a higher degree here with bonfires and with the 3-month event, and really capture all of what we're doing, not singularly just me, but collective as a whole. So on day 2, we had the awesome opportunity of chatting with Onaji B, the GOAT. We've been doing a bunch of podcasts together, and we chatted a little bit about starting and growing your own live stream. So definitely worth checking out. An absolute blast. One of the other things that happened this week that was an awesome opportunity to get in on was Farcaster Batches with GM Farcaster. So GM Farcaster, Nownish Prof, and Adrian hosted Farcaster Batches last week, all of last week. And it was organized by Jub. He was the one who planned it all, which was really good. So shout out to him. But we just ran a bunch of X spaces on X over there. And I had the opportunity of coming in on one of the days as well. So day 1 was Chris from Vinny app, which is a vibe coding tool that maybe we'll get an opportunity to try out. Kenny on Poid, which is crowdfunding any outcome, who we'll be having on next Monday, actually. Nikki Sap, which that's spelled wrong. Sorry, Nikki. It's supposed to be with a Y there. Nikki Sap with Juke, which we need to definitely reach out to actually set up some time for our workshop. Because we're actually leveraging Juke in the ZAO. So that could be a project you work on. So Jonathan Golden and Founder Check, who's doing some really cool things, as well as Photocaster with Eric's and Dr. Deeks. So yeah, awesome opportunity to listen in. We also took the transcription and added it to the website so that people could leverage all of the information that was shared here as well. So yeah. Day 2 was a founder check workshop with JC, Jonathan, Colton, and Kenny also came through, which was really awesome. So check that out at on GM Farcaster as well. And then I got an opportunity to come in day 3. So I got a chance to start it off, hit it over to Empire Builder Jordan, and then AZ Flynn, Joy, and Cashless and Ducks. So Duck Facts. So yeah, it was honestly a lot of fun. It was really cool to see what the Farcaster crew had to do over on X, and yeah, I had a blast. And then day 5 was a bunch of other awesome builders as well here. So Atlas, Noad, Judd, base designer Toady Hawk, and Darko. That's probably what it is. But yeah, definitely check it out. I think there's a lot of cool collaborations we can do there. Hopefully we get Jub on. I think next Saturday is our plan there. So yeah, we'll chat a little bit more about batches, how it went, how it could be better, what are the awesome successful things that came out of it, because I honestly had a blast. I got a chance to follow a bunch of Farcaster users on X that I know very regularly over on Farcaster and have maybe been following for a little bit, but didn't actually have them over on the X side. So that was cool. Okay, on day 6, I had an opportunity to sit down with Carlos again a second time, talk more bonfires. We did this on X Spaces, and I'm currently working on getting this up as a video on the website as well, but you can check out the transcript and the recording on our ZABAL Games website as well. It was a lot of fun, and I hope to have Carlos on again. So let me switch over here. So you can even see if we go to the fireside chat, you can read the transcript or let's look at a little bit of some of the key takeaways. So the transcript takes you over to the GitHub of the full transcript. So yeah. That was awesome on day 6. And then, yeah, day 7 was me publishing this newsletter, which was awesome. So all of the recordings are up on this zabbalgames.com/recordings. And the goal is to just make this better over time. So if you have any suggestions, any thoughts, any ideas, definitely shoot them over my way and we'll get them incorporated. So, yeah. If you have any questions, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm around everywhere. We built a bunch of different things, and I think we're going to have a really fun week. So, yeah, this week we have had on, excuse me, Monday, a conversation with Sofa. Tuesday, we're going to have Jose, which is going to be a blast. Wednesday, we're going to have Will T in Web3 from KF Media. And then hopefully we have Adam on Friday, but that's not 100% confirmed, so shouldn't have set that up. My apologies. On Thursday, we're going to be presenting at the WIP meetup. That's going to be really exciting. I'm going to basically just share the ZABAL games and give the opportunity to the homies there to share a little bit of their questions and what they can build and some of what we've built. So I think that'll be a really fruitful fireside chat, I think is what we're going to call it. So then we're going to be doing the open build in July. So there's going to be some things that we've built out but may change over the course of the month as we get more feedback. Lots of links. You can get involved this week by leading a workshop at zabalgames.com/lead. You can mentor in the finals, which we're always looking for, which could be a lot of fun. Someone that you think that should teach, you can reach out to them on the Dream Leads page. And then if you're looking for something to build, looking to see what we've built, you can go to the projects page as well. So come by, post on the Farcaster ZABAL channel. Grab your collectible on Magnetic at collect.zabalgames.com. We're going to be releasing this video over there. So, yeah, hopefully we get more ideas spurring with more individuals coming in and contributing. So, we've had an amazing first week, and I'm excited to see how the second week goes. We also are running a Poid bounty till the end of this month, or I think the end of this week now, for the best of all games ad. So there's a bunch of information over on Poid. Very awesome platform by Kenny. So excited to chat more about that next Monday. So thank you for everyone who joined in. Appreciate the time, and we'll chat soon.